Good Thursday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, after near-record heat yesterday, we have a much cooler day in store for the high plains.
Yeah, Joe, we got a cold front that's now in northeast Colorado. We'll be moving through the tri-state area this morning. And what that will briefly do is bring our winds up there gusting 25 to 35 miles per hour, probably through that lunch hour into the early afternoon before diminishing later this afternoon. Also, what that's going to do is going to do that roller coaster ride in the temperatures that we kind of talked about for the last couple of days, where we got these dry cool fronts that'll come through about every other day. So we'll see temperatures fluctuating from yesterday to today, and then over the weekend, it looks like Saturday we could see near record highs again, and then Sunday, another one of those cool fronts. So what we saw yesterday, temperatures at 4 o'clock got up there into the 90s. The warmest readings were 94 in Oberlin and Imperial and McCook. Those records were probably just a little bit shy of records. Not sure about the Imperial reading. We don't have that in the Goodland Weather Service office data. Have to look that one up. And then as you get out there in Burlington, we had a 92 and a 93 in Goodland and Colby. All three of those were tying records, and all the other ones that are around the area were just a degree or two shy of record readings. We could be seeing, like we said, something similar there on Saturday, where the temperatures again get in that 90 to 95 degree range. And out there this afternoon, we're probably going to be in those middle to upper 70s. Tonight's low will go down to around 40, could have some upper 30s out to the west. And then tomorrow we'll see flattening of that ridge for a pretty decent day. Temperatures will probably top out around 80 degrees. Those winds will turn to a southeast direction, become lighter, 5 to 15 miles per hour. So for the homecoming football games in the area, that's going to be pretty nice weather. So we've had nice weather for just about every football game this year. We're into the fifth one, and it looks like, once again, no wind to contend with, no precipitation to contend with. But as the days get shorter, there is that quick drop of temperatures. So tomorrow, if we're starting out the games around 78 in the middle 70s, by the end of the games, we could be in those lower to middle 60s. So that's something to consider with that being a homecoming and a longer game, maybe taking a jacket or something there towards the end of it, being a little bit cool. Again, we're talking about 90 on Saturday, back into the middle to upper 70s on Sunday. And then the extended forecast looks like it's going to keep being dry. We got a high pressure ridge that'll build over the southwest. That'll move over the center of the country for next week. And it looks like the entire week will be under that ridge of high pressure over either to our west, over the Rockies, or over us. And that'll lead to the warmer than normal temperatures in the 80s, maybe topping out around 99 in the low 90s on Wednesday, overnight lows in the middle to upper 40s. And we'll be really looking at a cutoff low pressure, a trough developing next week later in the period out to the west, crossing the Rockies on the 15th and the 16th, and moving through the plains. And that looks like that'll be our best chance for any rain in the next couple of weeks. And hopefully that'll trigger something to be a more active, cooler pattern over the second half of the month.
All right, once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For KYVZ Radio, I'm Joe Vazurek.